Good afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon, the 18th of August. We are once again in Penobscot Bay. This time not on a sunny day, but well, every day can't be sunny. So we did the usual routine this morning. We got up at 4 o'clock, made a sandwich, did some last minute preparations, and drove up to Maine. Got there about 9:15 at the public ramp in Rockland. Set up the boat in pretty good time. Launched around 12:30, I believe it was. It is now 1 o'clock. So we're well out of the harbor. We are headed straight east, and the wind is straight out of the west. So we're going down wing on wing at a pretty good clip, pushing 4 knots. That's all nice. We did not. We drove through a lot of rain, but fortunately, by the time we got to Rockland, it was just misty. It was misty enough that I put in contact lenses, which I rarely do, but if you wear glasses, you know, they're useless in the rain. Anyway, we're gonna go through, the plan is, through the Fox Island Thoroughfare and find an anchorage somewhere on the other side today. Usually we stay on this side, but we have favorable wind, and we have some things in mind for later in the week. And I forgot to mention, we are planning on being out here for a week as per usual. So we'll try to take some pictures. They won't be as pretty perhaps as sun, but you know, cloudy weather is interesting too. And well, we'll just have to see how things unfold. So we anchored at about 4 o'clock. We did go through the Fox Island Thoroughfare, as I suggested we might. So it was a longer day than it might have been if we anchored in the spot we usually anchor in the first day. So that's okay, except it's been a long day for me since I got up at 4. But as you could also probably tell from the pictures, it was a pretty gray day, and sometimes it was light mist, sometimes it was heavy mist, sometimes it was light rain, sometimes it was kind of rain. It was never heavy rain, so I didn't really get too wet. I guess the next order of business is to show you the chart, so I can give you a little narrative of the day, and then we can take a look around at where we are, which is someplace I've never anchored before. So, although we may be anchored in someplace new, we didn't really sail anyplace new today. But it was all sailing, which is nice. So again, this is Rockland Harbor, and the breakwater's here, and the boat ramp is down in this area. And after getting away from the pier and, you know, getting fenders put away and that kind of things, dock lines, we set sail and came out and across West Penobscot Bay to North Haven and Vinyl Haven islands, and actually the Fox Island Thoroughfare that runs between them. Things were kind of boisterous out here, choppy, must be from earlier weather, so that was quite rolly, smoothed out of course once we got into more protected waters. And now we'll go to the next page. Here we are again in the Fox Island Thoroughfare. Now, I sailed through here today, and I've never sailed through here before. Two factors here. The winds were, in general, pretty strong. So out in Penobscot Bay, they were moving us along at about 4 knots. So they do get blocked by the land in here. Winds were west to southwest. But that's good. So I came through with, just on mainsail at a sedate pace, under control. And then came up through here. And this little area is called the Little Thorofare. This is Strimson Island and Calderwood. I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, Calderwood and Strimson islands. And as this chart suggests, I used a larger scale, smaller area chart to come through here, because there are quite a few rocks and obstructions at the west end here. So we dropped the sails out here, motored in and around in between these two islands in this area, because it's pretty shallow, about 10 feet at low tide. And it's reasonably well protected from west winds in otherwise benign conditions. You know, if you were getting swells from anywhere, it probably wouldn't be too good, but it seems very nice here now. So we'll start out looking west at Strimson Island. Strimson Island does have a couple of houses on it that I know of, but nothing you can see from here, which is nice. If we swing around to the right towards the north, the water we're looking at would be the Little Thorofare. And the further land is actually, I think it's a point of North Haven Island. As you can see, it's thoroughly overcast. That's 360 degrees of clouds, which is kind of unfortunate because there's supposed to be Aurora Borealis visible tonight, but we won't be seeing it. So to the northeast, open water, I guess West Penobscot Bay. Further land would be Isle. And then we have Calderwood Island. There's a little teeny harbor cove on the north side of Calderwood Island. There's a mast there. I don't know if you can see it. Pretty tight. So Calderwood Island is, well, it's not a park or anything, but it is open. But there's trails and on it, and you can go on there and walk around, and it's reported to be very nice. And as we come around to the south, this would be the east end of the larger Fox Island Thoroughfare, and so it's a body of water we've gone through many times, and back to Strimson. And for dinner tonight, we have dehydrated coq au vin and a glass of wine.